dog, D for dots, D D D D D D. E for egg and E for elephant, E E E E E E. F for frog, F for fish, F F F F F F. G for goat and G for grass, G G G G G G. H for hand, H for hat, Ha 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 ha. I for ink and I for insect, E E E E E E. J for juice, J for jar, J J J J J J. K for king and K for kite, K K K K K K. L for lamb, L for leaf, Lift 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 lift. M for man and M for monkey, M M M M M M. N for neck, N for nose, Na 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 na. O for ocean, O for oar, O O O O O O. P for plum, P for parrot, Pa 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 pa. Q for queen and Q for quail, Q Q Q Q Q Q. R for rope, R for rat, Rat 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 rat. S for sun and S for sunflower, S S S S S S. T for tap, T for tub, T T T T T T. U for uncle, U for umbrella, A A A A A A. V for violin, V for violet, V V V V V V. W for well and W for water, Wa 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 Wa. X for box, X for fox, X X X X X. Y for yacht and Y for yellow, U U U U U U. Z for zoo, Z for zebra, Z Z Z Z Z Z.
A is for apple, A A apple. B is for baby, Ba Ba baby. C is for cat, Ca Ca cat. D is for dog, Da Da dog. E is for elephant, A A elephant. F is for friend, Fa Fa friend. G is for grass, Ga Ga grass. H is for horse, Ha Ha horse. I is for igloo, igloo. J is for juice, Ja Ja juice. K is for kitten, Ka Ka kitten. L is for lamp, La La lamp. M is for monkey, Ma Ma monkey. N is for nose, Na Na nose. O is for orange, O O orange. P is for picture, Pa Pa picture. Q is for queen, Qua Qua queen. R is for ring, Ra Ra ring. S is for snake, snake. T is for tennis, tennis. U is for umbrella, umbrella. V is for van, van. W is for window, window. X is for Xmas, Xmas. Y is for yellow, yellow. Z is for zoo,